The agricultural industry contributes towards the majority of professions in Huangom. Social conditions remain poor, with debt affected by the recent economic downturn as a result of the market value undercutting the value of agricultural production. Due to the low returns of investment in agricultural production, much of the population migrated to the biggest cities in Thailand to find employment. A consequence of this sudden migration is that working parents have abandoned their families. Depending on the elderly to take care of young ones at home. The elderly and the young ones are therefore dependent on themselves to prepare their own meals and to be financially secure. Unforeseen circumstances such as illnesses or congenital diseases has led to suicide due to the lack of access to healthcare and the costs associated with it. This problem facing the elderly has been spreading for many years and has thus changed the structure of the population, with the birth rate being less than the death rate. A further consequence is an increase in the number of seniors in the area. The elderly population has increased by 15% since 2010, which currently adds up to a population total of 1,607 out of 6,694 people, with the elderly representing 24% of the total population. This is completely an aging society. Huangom Sub-District Administrative Office serves as a local government agency responsible for maintaining and improving the quality of life for residents in the area. Foreseeing this as a serious problem for the future of the population of Huangom, a public meeting was held by inviting local community, local government agencies, local schools and temples, representatives from Huangom Community Hospital, local community organizations, and the residential elderly to discuss and find possible solutions to the problems facing the elderly. The innovation using a community-based development strategy has been put in place. This strategy is the integration of the work of all sectors in the district network and government agencies dealing with the challenges of improving the quality of life of the elderly in Huangom. The project is primarily focused on 4 areas: the development of physical health, social development, economic and emotional development, and mental aging development. Physical health development. A proactive approach towards the development of physical health within the elderly of Huangom is to provide annual health checks as well as the monitoring of and control of diseases, with treatment provided by Huangom Community Hospital in hopes of decreasing and eliminating the causes of illness among the elderly. An emphasis on training the elderly and providing them with knowledge should help to determine better health behavior patterns. 2 areas that also need further addressing is physical ailment protection and protection against severe illnesses, with the intention of reducing the number of elderly patients. Another proactive approach is to reduce the cost of treatment to 2,000 to 3,000 baht per visit. Suggested activities include visiting the homes of the elderly and long-term caregivers volunteering to work with children and the youth. According to the action plan of the hospital, community workers voluntarily make visits 4 times a week to those that are bedridden and provide them with proper treatment and physical rehabilitation. This will help reduce the costs and responsibilities of the family and the elderly. Community. Integrating the elderly into the community has already started taking place. Senior groups are gathering together with other groups within the community to engage in activities with one another. For example, the sharing of useful knowledge for elderly living, exercising at least once a week, and sub-district senior networking. A senior school has been established to improve and develop the potential of seniors with the providing of academic elderly healthcare, Buddhist teachings, social and cultural studies in order for the elderly to age gracefully. Economic. Vocational training has been provided for low-income seniors using traditional knowledge and folklore production applications to encourage and promote the creation of income for seniors. The elderly increases their monetization from manufacturing products sold at community markets and exported goods to international markets. Funds have been established from donations made by the community to aid poorer students with scholarships as well as those that are disabled. The public participates in additional donations by providing financial and material donations, which are received by 5 selected seniors per month. The donations are essential to ensure a life of quality for the elderly in the area. Funding is also provided to assist the poorer elderly with improved housing to improve living conditions. The elderly are also encouraged to grow their own vegetables and herbs to reduce household expenses, as well as generating income for their families. Emotional, mental. Seniors are encouraged to attend temples to meditate and to practice the teachings of religion as a spiritual anchor, thus improving their emotional development. The elderly have a role in society. They provide love and warmth to one another, including the youth and the village community. Praising the elderly is a good example of society appreciation. Instilling value and respect for the elderly reduces the sense of isolation or abandonment that some elderly may experience. So, in conclusion, a collaborative effort will ensure a unification in bringing happiness and a quality of life to the elderly in Hua Ngom.